inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints. New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The strong running. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of the new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They run play action with Haener. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
They'll go for it. Here's Haener. He's got his target. That's complete.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Haener looking to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
As Shaheed going to go in motion.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They run it again with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Willis and the Titans come to the line now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Evans.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and run for this with Evans. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play fake. It's Haener. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Oh, good move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And that one off the mark behind him. For the Titans in 2023, they figure to be a team that battles for a division title. At least that's what it looks like from my vantage point, Charles. What do you think needs to go right for them to win the AFC South?
I think some retooling, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And when you start with the offensive line, their pride and joy, they've got to rebuild that part of the team because that's the engine that makes their offense run. Everything comes off the fact that the offensive line usually controls the line of scrimmage.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Levis. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, But, boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Levis now off of play action. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And it's a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans are back within a score. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs for different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. In motion left goes Smith. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Haener. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Haener. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Haener. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Haener looking to throw it.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give running right is Evans.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Levis to throw off play action.
Sliding out of the pocket. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. A give up the middle to Evans.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Haener sets to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Levis to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Levis sets up to throw here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Able to push his way through. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and a couple. Haener here to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First and 10, Haener going to the air. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, It's 2nd and 21.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple C.
Now it's the backup Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They do go for it. Here's Levis. And Levis with a smart move, sliding down after picking up the first.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, Levis. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown! Chig Okonkwo. 59 yards. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Little short pass here to Hill, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, pioneer.
They'll go for it. Here's Haener. They shakes him off. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling this flag on that one.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Runs through the contact. And they're right past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use it. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
Hayner will throw on first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Off the play fake, Hayner. That is called in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Hayner sets up play action. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And Thomas has it. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They run. It's Kamara. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Second down, here's Levis. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the Titans going to signal. Timeout defensively.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing, Haener.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And now they'll shift things around. Haener looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Williams is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of a tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Levis looking to throw. Able to connect with Mims.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Here's Levis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Levis.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Isaiah Coulter.
36 yards.
And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Haener.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Haener. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now the Saints' 3rd-round pick back in April. It's Kendre Miller. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Play action. Here's Haener to throw. Downfield, and he's got 11.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They run play action with Haener.
Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Gosh, he winds up getting 8 there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And Henry going to have a Titans first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw here caught by Mims.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down and 8. Levis back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Levis to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Cockrell holds it in left side.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Chigga
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spot on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here's Haener looking to throw it.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Haener here to throw it. That is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw, Levis. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Haener looking to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's Haener. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This is 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd down. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here's 1st and 10.
back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Haener will look to throw for this.
And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the two-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. The Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Haener sets up play action.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Tennessee,